story time on when my uncle told me a paraki about a woman who was turned into a cow in Haiti, and she would pause and cry every single time she walked by her house because she remembered, right? So I have this uncle in Haiti that does like random ass jobs, but this particular job that he was doing was basically taking cows from a farm to a slaughterhouse, and that was his job for like a good 6 to 7 years, right? He would wake up early in the morning, like 5 o'clock, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and he'll bring like a bunch of cows from a farmhouse to a slaughterhouse. He'll just physically walk them there, and he has to wake up so early because he don't want to interfere with traffic. Because he will walk by people's houses, he will walk on the main street. However far he has to walk to get to the slaughterhouse, that's how far he will walk, right? And a lot of time, whatever cows didn't get murdered that day will have to be taken back to the farm and then back to the slaughterhouse every single day until they basically take all of them out. Well, this particular group of cows that he had to walk to the slaughterhouse, he was with them for like a week. So if he get a job, he'll have that job for like a good week until all the cows get slaughtered. So every single day that he was doing this job, his hurdle of cows, I think that's what they call it, like when you have a bunch of cows, will stop at this particular house because of this one cow that was part of the group. And this cow would stop there and refuse to move. She will cry, she will moan, and then finally she will just walk. She will just start walking again, I guess, whenever she's done crying, right? So my uncle just didn't understand what was happening. So every single day, this particular cow just will always get returned back to the farm and then back to the slaughterhouse. She'll never get killed until the last day. Well, one day, as he was walking, the cow obviously stopped again right in front of that same exact house, crying, and the little boy came walking out of the house, and the cow stared at the little boy and basically just bawl out crying, just continues to cry. And I wouldn't say like crying like a human, but definitely crying, well, ooh, you know, like the sound that cows make, like the moo sound, but she was crying like a baby. And it even made me so sad just hearing about it, because I'm like, oh. So then finally the little boy came out and the cow just started crying, and the little boy walked by, stared at the cow stared at the little boy, stared at the cow back, and then finally the cow just walked away, right? Until one day, of course, my uncle is nosy. He's going by the house again, and then he stopped by to ask questions like, hey, you know, what's going on? And the little boy basically asked about what happened to the cow, and he didn't want to tell the little boy what happened because he felt like something was you know, the little boy was connecting with the cow, so he didn't want to tell him what happened to the cow. And the little boy told him, unbeknownst to him, that his mother had recently passed away, and she didn't pass away from like natural causes because she was such a young mom, but she just passed away. She just didn't wake up, right? And then they told him the story about how they believed that his mom was turned into like a cow or something, or like turned into some sort of servant for the people who basically killed her, because that's kind of how it works. If someone kill you, they can basically turn you into a zombie or like an animal or something. And he think that's what they did to his mom. And he felt that when that cow came by his house and stopped and he looked at the cow, he could tell that was his mom. Which to me, it's crazy, because the way that the cow still remembered her house, she still remembered her son. It was very crazy. It's still a crazy story to me, and I still cannot believe or cannot even understand whether or not it's a real story or a made up story from my uncle, because he was just too drunk. But that story just sounded too real, and the fact that it was around his job, I think it really did happen. But don't take my words for it, bitch, because that's a drunk ass man telling me a paraki. So it could be just a fake story or a real story, but I have heard stories where they do turn people into cows. They do turn people into like random ass shit in Haiti. So I wouldn't put nothing past it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the story. Bye.